first order of business would be the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. And in your moment of silence, I'll ask you to remember it is Pearl Harbor Day today. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Reba, roll call.
Mr. Bonomo?
Here.
Mr. Chapman?
Here.
Dr. Childs?
Here.
Mr. Early? Mr. John?
Present.
Mr. Mahalik?
Here.
Mr. O'Donnell?
Here.
Mr. Wallace? Ms. Yannick?
Before we go to public comment, I'd like to call on Mr. Petrone to introduce a new student representative to the school board.
Thank you, Mr. Chapman. I'm Rocco Petrone, principal of Hazleton Area High School. This is Logan Jones, a senior at Hazleton Area High School. He's our student council president, and he will be acting in the capacity of our student representative for our school board. This is Logan.
At this time, if there is any public comment on any of the agenda items listed. Okay then, number one, approve the minutes for the November 23rd, 2000. Mr. Bonomo, any questions on it? Nope. Mr. Bonomo? I'm sorry, Mr. Reba.
All in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion passes.
Number two, appoint Anthony Reba, secretary, as temporary chairperson.
So move. Second.
Mr. Reba?
All in favor of appointing the temporary chairperson, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion passes. Okay, we'd like to thank the outgoing board members for their service to the district, Dr. Childs, Mr. Wallace, Mr. Early, and Mrs. Yannick. Thank you. Okay, if we can move on to number 4, Judge Zola is here to administer the oath for Mr. Bonomo, Mrs. Kay, Mr. Zola, Mr. Fume, and Mrs. Scarcella. You can come down to the front.
Tony's got to get up.
Being duly elected school board director. Representing Hazleton Area School District. In Hazleton City. Luzerne County, Pennsylvania. For a 4-year term. Do solemnly swear that I will support. Obey and defend the Constitution of the United States. And the laws of this Commonwealth. That I will, during my term of office. Perform the duties of my office with fidelity. That I have not paid or contributed. Or promised to pay or contribute. Directly or indirectly. Money or anything else of value. To procure my nomination. or election except for necessary and legitimate expenses expressly authorized by law. That I have not knowingly violated any laws in this Commonwealth. Or procured it to be done by others in my behalf. That I will not knowingly receive, directly or indirectly, money or anything else of value for the performance or non-performance of any act or duty pertaining to my office other than the compensation allowed by law. Congratulations.
Yep.
That's the stuff from, that if it wouldn't have been for the LC meeting.
Vinny?
But I didn't know there was a meeting or not, because Steve never let you know, at the last minute. Yeah, the email came at 5:33 or something, I got mine.
I guess.
You're in the end. You want to sit back your hands.
Let me see by your phone. Sure. Thanks. What's a different view from down here? Thank you.
It is nice.
Okay, thank you, Judge. We can move on to number 5. We're going to open the floor for nominations for the election for the president of the board. If you'd like to make a nomination, we do not have to second the nomination, but we will look for a
nominate
motion
Mr.
and
John.
second to close nominations.
I'll nominate Mr. John.
I'll second that.
Are there any other nominations?
Move to
Need a
close.
motion to close.
Move to close.
We have a second to close?
Second.
Okay, on the motion to close nominations, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Being we have one nominee, we'll take a quick vote. All in favor of Mr. John as president, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You did a great job.
Okay, we will now go to number 7, nomination for an election of vice president of the board.
Make a motion to nominate Vinnie Zola.
I'll second.
Any other nominations?
Okay, we need a motion and second to close nominations.
Second.
Who made the motion? Mr. Mahalik?
Yeah, I made the motion, and Mr. Bonomo second.
On the motion to close nominations for vice president, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, on Mr. Zola for vice president, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Congratulations.
Number 8, appointment of legislative chairperson for PSBA.
I'd like to make a motion to have Mr. Clarence John as our PSBA representative.
I'll second that motion.
Any other motions?
All in favor of appointing Mr. John, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion passes.
Number 9, approve the proposal for professional medical services for the Hazleton Area School District, compensation per physician as follows. Compensation per physical, $10. Billing rate for clinics and other services, football games, etc., $50 per hour. People listed: James Cajano, John Mentler, Elaine Tino, Denise Bugda, Irene Hassel, Hassio, Catherine Zawoski, Alan Sabatino, and Jeff Kulsa.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions?
Comments?
Number 9, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion passes.
Number 10, appointment of intermediate unit representative.
I nominate Mr. Mahalik.
I second it.
Any other nominations for IU representative? Mr. Reba?
All in favor of Mr. Mahalik for the IU representative, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Ayes have it, motion passes.
And number 11, motion that all meetings be conducted in accordance with the board policy, adhering to the
So
principles
moved.
of Robert's Rules of Order.
Second.
Any questions on number 11?
11.
All in favor of 11, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion passes.
Does anyone from the audience like to make a comment at this time?
Does it have to be about this? Or because,
It can be about anything.
I'm just wondering how you're doing financially, given that there's still no budget.
Mr. Reba?
We're getting by, I'll say. We have a plan in place. We plan on talking about it next week at the Finance Committee meeting. We should say we're planning on committee meetings
Tuesday.
for Tuesday, the 15th at 7 o'clock. So we will cover with the board our plan at that point.
Let,
Optimistic? January 1's just around the corner.
Yeah, we have a plan that will take us into January.
just to let everyone know, the board meetings and committee meetings will start at 7 now, because we have some people coming from out of town that work out of town. It'll be more convenient for some of them to get here on time. So they will start at 7.
You'll still get it. You can't be late.
Anyone else? We have a motion for adjournment.
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
I know.